Good morning, Brigands. Tom Morton here with Brigand Outdoors, and today we have a special episode for you guys. Longtime friend and original brigand, Zach Chavez, is going to be showing you how to convert an old school Penn Senator 4.0 into a modern casting machine. Stay tuned.
Morning guys, Zach with Brigand Outdoors. Today I'm going to give you guys a quick video lesson on how to turn this plus this into a casting machine. Stay tuned. Alright guys, let's get started. So the reel that I use, it's the Penn Senator 4.0, the 113H, the high speed reel. I'm looking at 925 yards, a 50-pound braid, 2 ball bearings, a ratio of 3.25 to 1, 20 to 25 pounds of drag with the HD 100 upgrade. It's just the reel I use. I guess I'll start by saying I'm not a fancy reel guy. You know, I don't go out and spend $500 for casting reels and fancy shiny stuff. You know, I stick with Senators. It's just always what I've used and what I'll continue to use. And for the guys out there who, you know, say that, you know, 4/0s are not casting reels, that's fine. I know that there's better reels out there, but Senators are cheap and they work and they've never done me wrong. So the first thing I did was obviously take off the side plate, the clicker side first. Flip it over. Some of the materials that we're using, just screwdriver, obviously take off the flathead screwdriver, take off the side plate, some washers and some magnets. We'll get into the magnets here. So when you're choosing your magnets, really you want to, I mean, you can do this for a 4/0, you can do it for a 6/0, you can do it for the Jig Masters, you can do it, I'm talking just Penn products here because that's all I use. But really what you're looking for is the size of it. So the ones that I've used, you know, nickel-ish size, they fit in here without interfering with anything. Now these are obviously double stacked. They're pretty strong. I'll do this one. So if you once you put your magnet in there, you want to make sure that it's, you know, you're mostly flush so you don't get rub on the inside of your spool. Also the washers, it doesn't really matter what kind of washers you get. Any kind of washers will do as long as they're, you know, magnetic in some sort of way. Plastic washer is no good. Also, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that the washers are going to fit inside. A bigger washer, obviously, you don't want it touching the outer ring and interfere with any of the internal components of the reel. So when you get to, you know, the install of the magnets, so these two I just super glued in because I knew that I was going to need at least 2. I had them on top of washers prior to, and I was casting. And I found myself just adding more mags. So I knew for sure I was going to need 2. So I just super glued those in there without the washers. These washers up here, I went with 4. 4 ended up being too many. So I'm talking mags, and 4 mags ended up being too much. It was slowing down my cast too much, so I just ended up going with 1. I ran out of those good ones, so I ended up just using these silver ones. Now, for the science portion of it. So these are opposing, right? So you have positive, negative. This one, it doesn't, if you're using 4, you want positive, negative, negative, positive, right? But if I only use 3, so it doesn't really matter which one this is, as long as they're going to be, because these two are opposing, so this, no matter what side you put that one on, it's going to be opposing to one or the other. Now, the reason for it, a lot of people think that they mag the reels and it's going to slow down the spool because of the magnetic property of the magnets on the spool itself. The spool is aluminum, as you can see. These are all magnets, and they're not sticking to the spool. What it is, it's called the eddy current brake. So what it is, and that's the reason why you have all of these. That's why you have these opposing. These are all opposing, and I'm not going to get too far into it because this is just a demonstration of how I did it, but the eddy current brake, it's the magnetic field inside here works in itself to slow that to slow the spool down. It gets trapped in this eddy, this magnetic eddy, and that itself is, as the spool is spinning too fast and you're getting the backlash, it's slowing it down because it's getting caught in that eddy. So that's pretty much it for the most part. The most frustrating part, I guess, about this whole thing is finding what works for you, taking off the side plate, putting the side plate back on, getting more magnets, taking magnets on, gluing stuff in. I think all in all, this probably took me, even just finding what worked for me, it probably took me, 2 hours, maybe, tops. That's basically it. I mean, it's worked really well for me. Again, it's not a $200 reel that's, made to cast 1,000 yards, but it's a Penn Senator. It's $40. It's a good budget build if you want to, make a $40 reel, work a lot better than you got it with. So yeah, next thing we'll do is I'll put it all back together and we'll go out to the field and I'll show you guys what it looks like casting weight. All right, guys, we're gonna start off casting a 8-ounce bank sinker. Obviously you got the Penn 4-aught, the magged 12-foot Ocean Master heavy, and just some 50-pound line that I had laying around the garage. Usually I have like 65 or 100-pound line on it during the fishing season, but just for this demonstration, I just kind of threw some line on there. So I'll try and keep the camera on the reel as much as I can, just so you can kind of see how much I'm just letting it be, letting the mags do their thing. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Stopped right there as it hit the ground, but I mean, as you can see, nothing. I mean, a couple here and there, but I didn't touch it the entire time. No thumb, no minding, really. Just watched it, wait for it to hit the ground, and stopped it as soon as I could.
All right, guys, hope the video was informative. This is just another great example on how you can take an older or a budget reel and repurpose it and make it something that's really usable even in today's environment. A little bit about Zach. Zach and I have been friends for a long time. He's been a first mate on a boat now for over a year. He fishes only Penn Senators, and he does a lot of his own modifications to make them more capable than their stock form. But I mean, the guy has caught over 10-foot long tiger sharks with his Penn Senators, so they're definitely capable and still definitely worthy to be fished. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and comment and hit that bell. Just help us out so we can keep making videos like these for you guys. All right, we'll see you next time.